Guys, here we are, welcome back. Just going to do a quick paint video. So these are just the divers I got on the website. So that's primed and then hit with the Autoborn silver sealer. So it's quite a chunky flake for an airbrush. So just going to do a quick little it's going to be a brown craw using these stencils I made. So you'll see the process, but I literally just drew that on the computer, stick it on, paint the top, trace the black. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. You'll see the process as we go. Now let's get into it. So first colour down is going to be Game Air Polished Gold. I think I'm spraying it around 30 psi. So this gives me full coverage. Or should I? No, I won't do the belly. I might come back and do the belly like an orange or something, see-through orange. Oh, there we go. Alright, just going to put a bit of an orange belly on him. So this is semi-transparent. It is Game Air's Orange Fire. Very similar to the gold, isn't it? Alright, so the next step is find a clean piece of paper towel. What's this thing called? Rag? Find a clean piece of rag, stick the stencil on. So these stencils I've designed, this part here sits up against the bib slot. Line that up down at the butt, for lack of better terms. So all those little extra cups underneath, just so it curves around the body and actually lays down flat. Fuck it. Hopefully that paint doesn't stick to it. Taking all the paint off my finger. Concerns me a little bit that that's going to peel the paint off, but we'll see how we go. So that's one side on. It's going to be quite a low shell on this one. Alright, and then a little bit of masking tape around the front, so we don't cover up anything below that bib. Alright, so that's him ready for the top to be sprayed. That blue vinyl's called Oromask Stencil Film 813, I think's the code. Bloody awesome stuff. Alright, next colour down, Wicked Detail Sepia. Sepia, however you say that. So I'm still spraying fairly high pressure, 30 psi. All I'm trying to do here is darken up that body a bit. So I've left the paint thick so it doesn't come out quick. So you still see the gold shine through it. The detail sepia is semi-transparent. So we'll let him dry and we'll be back in a minute. That's not the right one. Alright, so that's had a bit of time to dry. Next step, these sections. I can't remember which one's the left and which one's the right, but I don't think it's really going to matter, to be honest with you. You know what is going to matter? I don't actually have enough of the left and the rights. I've only got 2 of these ones left, so we're going to have to, pattern will be a little bit different either side. But it doesn't really matter, does it? So all I really do is try and line up the point. Just try to keep it somewhat arched back. And then when I get to the other side, I just line up the tops. Put every single one in a different position so the pattern's different. Actually, that one needs to come off and move. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. I just peeled a bit of paint off doing that. Alright, so there he is. These stencil stickers on. Now all I'm going to do is go around low PSI, probably maybe around 10 PSI with an opaque black. Just very finely trace that, and I'm going to stop about there because I carry the shell all the way across the top. So 10 PSI. I've also reduced the black quite a lot. Beautiful. So when you're spraying this sort of thing, start over here somewhere and then come across onto what you need to. Whoop, she might be too thin. Doesn't look like much, but it's enough. So after I pull this piece off, I'll come across and join that back up. Alright, so now rip all these bits off gently. Oh, that's peeling paint. Oh, that's peeling heaps of paint. Fuck. Just gotta go slow. Do you reckon, is that just gonna give it texture or is that gonna ruin it? So while I'm still on this side, come through and finish off our pattern. Alright, so that's all these sides done. Now we're going to flip over to the back and join them up, which is one of the harder parts. So using that exact same piece I just took off. Alright, that's simple. Same again, just trace the pattern around. Carefully. That one's not in the right spot. Actually, I'm doing that upside down, aren't I? Yeah, they're upside down. So that back one's going to be upside down, but don't worry about that. All right. So that's the top of him so far. Don't worry too much about all those spots because I'm actually going to come through and model him with like probably a silver, I think. But first, I'm going to put a little bit of detail moss green in the brush and just come around and do some spots, make him look a bit dirtier. And in case I didn't show it, that was Wicked Opaque Jet Black to do the lines, thinned out. And then Wicked Detail Moss Green up now. Still fairly low pressure. Get the black out of the brush. So all I'm really going to do is sort of like roughly trace around the shell. Doesn't matter if it goes over it or anything. Turn that pressure down a bit. Lighting's really hard to see brown lures in here, isn't it? So I'm going to put little black speckles on it. So I'll zoom these out a little bit. So all I do to splash, or splotch, or whatever you want to call it, and a piece of stencil material folded with a V in it. Just point your brush at it, 45-degree angle, and just have at it. Low pressure, thin paint. It also depends on what type of splotches you're going for. So they're fairly substantial, I'd call it. Definitely the one above his eyes is substantial. I'll try and blot a little bit of that off. So always be careful when you go back for the second round, because if there's heaps of paint there, it comes out quick. Alright, that's him. Spotty. So I'm going to let that dry and then come back with a bit of stencil material and put some silver modelling on it. Mainly just because of that. So if I can put some silver modelling that sort of ties that in, blends it in, it'll look like it was supposed to be there. Alright, so I've got my shitty little soldering iron stencil. Just poked a whole heap of holes with a soldering iron. Got metal colour chrome from Vallejo. So I'm just going to spray a little bit here with the big and the small and just see which one I like the best. So I've got the pressure way down low because this stuff sprays super good. It runs real easy too. I'm going to go to the big dots. I need to flip this over because all those black spots are still wet black paint. I'm painting a second lure at the same time. So all these funny little imperfections, we'll start with the head, I guess. Shit, that might be too much. That might be too much. Yeah, it's way too much. I don't like it. It's way too overpowering. Don't know. I don't like it, but I also do like it. So I do have a second one here that I'm painting along. I'm not going to do the same thing on it. Because, yeah, I reckon that looks a bit shit. So, looks like we're going to carry on with this one. I might put the brown back in the brush and just try and put some texture into it. Detail sepia back in the brush using this ribbon. Just going to come along, obviously being the same colour, it's not going to stand out like dog's balls like that silver did. It may not even make a difference. Yeah, you can see it. Alright, that's going to do this one. Because this one had a little bit extra time drying, I'm hoping the paint doesn't peel off. It didn't peel off when I done the shells, so freaking cold out here in the shed. Sun's just gone down. I'm going to use these pieces because they're easier to trace. I've still got a tiny bit of sepia in the brush, let's just use that. Alright, that's enough. That looks good, eh? It's going to look good with a clear coat. So the eyes, I've got a big, wrong ones, a big tub full of eyes. Every now and again when I've got the colour in the brush I just paint eyes. So that's a red to green colour shift. Green on the side angle, red straight on. Looks pretty good in Craws. So I might get to gluing that and then glue some bibs in and clear coat tomorrow. Alright guys, let's glue in some eyes. So I really don't like that one. The more I look at it, the more I don't like it. The silver was not the right choice. So I'm trying out a new glue. I've never used this stuff before. I reckon it comes out blue, and when it's mixed well enough it goes clear, apparently. Which I'm not going to be able to tell because it's on blue masking tape. But we'll see what happens, eh? Alright, it's nearly getting to that time of the night where I'm going to head inside. It's too cold out here. She's thick, I can tell you that much. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 eyes. Yeah, this shit's thick as. Look at that. Fuck. Who knew? Alright, I'm going to come back tomorrow and finish this off, glue the bib in and whatnot. Alright guys, here we are. It's been quite some time. I've had a few side projects going on, so these have been sitting here for about a week and a half. But I did play around with this one that had the silver dots on it. So I came through and dotted it off with the sepia to make it look less poo. So now all those silver dots have just got a dark dot on them. But yeah, let's glue some bibs in. I've got a whole heap of other ones painted up as well. A couple of basic colours. Bit of a fiery, tigery type one. A restock on the purple one. That one sells good. The eye on that one's nice. And then I've done a bit of a, I don't even know what you'd call that. It's got scales. Tell you what, that new glue I used, I'm not a massive fan of it. The camera's pointing the shit direction. It says it dries clear, but it does not. It's got like a milky sort of colour about it when it dries. So I'm not going to use it to glue eyes in anymore. See what it looks like once it clear coats over it, but yeah, not overly happy with it. And then also I bought in a whole heap of blanks off AliExpress. So painted a few up, sprayed them with 2K clear. The plan is, because it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to get these guys painted and 2-part epoxied, they're still going to be the mainstay. I'm going to still make them, but I'm going to set up a little section on the website, get the cheaper lures, paint some blanks and just put them up there cheap. So there's more stock, more variety. So these are just going to have quick easy paint jobs and sprayed with the 2K clear. So I'm going to be gluing the bibs into, what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lures. Obviously only showing you the 2 for the video, so, but if you thought I was mixing up 2 lures worth of epoxy and you've seen that, you'd question me. That's what I use for the bibs. Super strength araldite. I think it's 24 hour. Dries nice and clear. That's what I glue all of my bibs in with, so they've got the best chance of staying in. Alright, and then try not to get it all over your fingers. Alright, just make sure it's straight and then clean up the excess. You don't have to go too nuts on this because it's getting clear coat epoxied. You'll end up with a big lot of clear coat around his lip anyway, so that glue underneath I'm probably going to leave there. Probably make more mess trying to clean it up than I will leaving it. Alright guys, it's going to wrap up this paint session. Actually came out pretty good, I'm quite happy with it. I'll throw these on the turner at the end and give you a view, but this one came out pretty much perfect. I've got an imperfection in the clear in this one. It's very minor. Right there on his side. It's like that minor, you can barely even see it. Apart from that, they look good. Hooked up, ready to go. I'll give you a quick look at what I've been working on. Seems I haven't posted for a while. I'll leave a little surface walkers I'm working on, and like a 50mm. Give me a little paddler bib on them. Green, a little bronze, and a red. These were a whole heap of other lures I painted up alongside these ones as I was going. And then I bought a whole heap of blanks. Put up on the website. A few cheaper offerings, more budget friendly. So these are pre-clear. Got them all racked up right now. Literally going to mix up some clear coat now and give them a hit. It's a few different colours, a few like trouty looking jerkbaits, trouty looking square bills, little bass lollies. These ones, they're going to be good. A couple of shiny semi-transparents, a couple of lipless cranks, a couple of brown little bass lollies. So yeah, just a big frame, string them up, spins, clear coat. Alright, thanks for watching guys, catch us on the next one.